This is the WWE NXT October 21, 2025 full show results video, which takes place at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. The Culling, Tatum Paxley, Izzi Dame, Shawn Spears, and Nico Vance make their entrance as Tatum celebrates her Battle Royal victory, earning a one-on-one shot at the NXT Women's Championship at Halloween Havoc. Tatum reflects on her 4-year journey, losses, and loyalty to her friend Izzi and the Culling, promising to win gold for them. Fatal Influence interrupts, with JC Jane mocking Tatum's chances in questioning her friendship with Izzi. JC calls Tatum average and claims Izzi would have been a better contender. Tatum fires back, saying she's earned her moment through perseverance. Fallon Henley taunts that the Culling will abandon Tatum after she loses. Izzi defends Tatum, calling them family, while JC insults Izzi for becoming a babysitter. Tatum challenges JC's lack of allies, and the tension erupts into a brawl. Tatum and Izzi gain control until Fallon and Laney rush in to even the fight. Backstage, Channing Stack's Lorenzo talks with Ariana Grace about Santino Marella's comment calling him a potential future son-in-law. Grace admits she dropped some hints, and Lorenzo invites her to be at ringside for his match. Nearby, Yvonne Evans and Leon Slater overhear, with Evans reminding Leon to focus on his match against Lorenzo tonight. Then we saw a match between Channing Stack's Lorenzo versus Leon Slater for the TNA X Division Championship. Leon Slater and Channing Stack's Lorenzo open with technical exchanges, trading wrist locks and takedowns. Channing gains control with strikes, Irish whips, and uppercuts, but Leon rallies with a head scissors and aerial offense. Outside, Leon chops Channing repeatedly before returning to the ring. After several near falls, Channing uses Ariana Grace as a distraction, hides under the ring, and takes advantage with a sneak attack. He applies an abdominal stretch and lands the cement shoes for a close 2 count. Leon counters Channing's offense with a Rana and the Utopia. When Grace interferes, Leon accidentally knocks her off the apron, but recovers to dominate with high-flying moves, including a flip dive over the ring post and a Swanton 450 to secure the victory. After the match, Yvonne Evans and Leon Slater grab microphones, discussing teaming up for Halloween Havoc after their recent chemistry in the ring. Evans calls the idea fire, saying their tag match should be a blockbuster, no matter the opponents. Suddenly, Mr. Iguana and La Parca interrupt, announcing that Ava agreed to their challenge. Iguana declares that AAA has dominated everywhere and on Saturday, they'll take over Prescott Valley. Then we saw a WWE Speed Men's Championship No. 1 Contenders Tournament first round match between Jasper Troy versus Zachary Wentz. The match begins with Wentz and Troy trading holds until Wentz gains momentum with kicks, a double stomp, and a crossbody that sends both men to the floor. Wentz follows with a twisting pescado and a swanton for a near fall. However, when Wentz goes for a springboard move, Troy counters, slamming him to the mat before hitting a powerful body block and a black hole slam to secure the victory. Backstage, TNA Knockouts World Champion Kalani Jordan is denied entry to the locker room by Lola Vice, who says she's not welcome. Jordan Grace backs Lola up, saying they'd do the same. Kalani insists she doesn't need Grace's help. Jada then throws Kalani's belongings into the hallway, prompting Kalani to accuse Jordan of being jealous of her championship success. Dark State delivers a fiery promo, claiming the Hardys received an extreme beatdown and warning that no one moves past them. They declare fun time is over and promise to reclaim the tag team titles. Suddenly, the Hardys hack the feed, with Matt mocking Dark State's arrogance and Jeff saying they anticipated their return. The Hardys proclaim they thrive on chaos and have been reawakened from the Lake of Rejuvenation. They challenge Dark State to a broken rules match, where no rules apply, vowing to delete and render them obsolete. We then see Soul in the back on crutches with ZARIA, and ZARIA asks Soul if she really wants to do this. NXT General Manager Ava stands in the ring with Sol Ruca and ZARIA as Sol requests time to address the WWE Universe. Sol reveals she suffered an injury on Friday and is unable to defend her North American Championship against Blake Monroe at Halloween Havoc. She expresses disappointment but refuses to place blame, saying she doesn't want to hold up the division. Blake interrupts, sarcastically expressing sympathy before demanding to be awarded the title, claiming she's the rightful No. 1 contender. ZARIA defends Sol, saying titles aren't handed out in NXT and challenges Blake to earn it. Blake mocks their friendship, but Sol, trusting ZARIA completely, allows her to defend the title in her honor. Ava approves the match for Halloween Havoc, Blake Monroe vs. ZARIA for the North American Championship. After Blake protests, ZARIA silences her by hitting an F5 and poses over her, holding Seoul's championship high. NXT anonymous footage shows Tavian Heights and Miles Bourne venting their frustration after leaving NQCC. Josh Briggs interrupts, bragging about defeating Matt Cardona and ending his return. He taunts Miles for not being smarter and warns Tavian that only one man can reach the top, himself. Then we saw a WWE Speed Men's Championship No. 1 Contenders Tournament first round match between Axiom vs. Sean Legacy. Axiom and Sean Legacy battle at a furious pace, with Axiom hitting a half Nelson suplex and a near fall early. Legacy counters with power moves and a 450 attempt, but Axiom locks in submissions before both exchange strikes and high-impact counters. In the final minute, they trade super kicks and knees until Axiom counters up top, delivering an avalanche Spanish fly to secure the hard-fought pinfall victory over Legacy. A video package previews Ethan Page vs. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Ethan acknowledges Wagner's global experience and family legacy but declares he's prepared for a hellish battle. He challenges Wagner for his title, claiming neither Wagner nor his legendary father can stop him, promising to leave Wagner for dead in the desert. The next match happened between OTM vs. Hank and Tank. The match begins with Hank and Tank taking the fight to Price and Nema on the floor, exchanging suicide dives and high-impact moves. Inside the ring, both teams trade offense, including splashes, bulldogs, and strikes, with near falls for Hank. Nema and Price dominate with curb stomps, running clotheslines, and choke slams, but Tank rallies with atomic drops and shoulder tackles. In the end, Nema and Price execute a tilt-a-whirl slam followed by a gourd buster and Alabama slam combination, securing the decisive pinfall victory over Hank and Tank. After the match, Tank is sent to the floor, and he collides with Hank. Nema then hits Hank with the ring steps, and they adjust the announce desk for a double razor's edge. Ren Sinclair calls Charlie Dempsey, expressing concern and wanting something for his return. Lash Legend interrupts, prompting Kendall Gray to defend Ren. Lash warns Kendall to back off, insisting Ren should handle her own battles. Then we saw a tag team match between the Culling vs. Fatal Influence. The match opens with Reed and Tatum exchanging chops, forearms, and Irish whips, with Tatum targeting Reed's knees. Tags bring in JC and Izzy, leading to fast-paced strikes, suplexes, and high-impact moves. Izzy hits clotheslines, European uppercuts, slams, and a butterfly suplex, while JC and Reed counter with back elbows, tilt-a-whirl backbreakers, and chin locks. Tatum fights back with forearms, kicks, and a spinning pump handle bomb. Both teams exchange near falls and signature maneuvers, including code breakers, choke slams, and DDTs. Interference and rapid tags keep the action dynamic. Despite strong teamwork from Tatum and Izzy, JC capitalizes with a rolling elbow for the pinfall victory, concluding a hard-fought, high-intensity tag team battle. After the match, Fallon and Reed assault Izzy, sending her into the ring steps, then surround Tatum. JC confronts Tatum, but Tatum fights back with a drop kick, forearm, and a psycho driver onto the title belt, posing triumphantly afterward. NXT General Manager Ava hosts a contract signing with tables, chairs, and security for Trick Williams vs. Ricky Saints for the NXT Championship. Ava reminds both men to stay under control, but tensions immediately flare. Trick insults Ricky, calling him a cosplayer and claiming no one can replace him, vowing to win the title. Ricky fires back, asserting he's the original, smoother, and more stylish, and declares Trick's career is locked out. Security intervenes as the argument escalates, but Trick punches Ricky, only to be met with an F5 through the table. Ricky stands tall afterward, holding the NXT Championship as the show closes. How would you rate this week's NXT show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.